Welcome to the Truth Serum Football with your hosts, Joey, Jeff, and Jordan. The guys who bring you fantasy football advice so good, when you win your league, it'll feel like you cheated.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Truth Serum Monday Mock 2.0.
Mock Draft Monday. What's up, y'all? Got a special guest here today. Say what's up, Ben Kaiser.
Hey, guys. What's up? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Ben is one of the Truth Serum OGs. We love having him. So we already kicked this bad boy off. We got Captain Kirk Davenport drafting first. He took Christian McCaffrey. I'm on the board. I'm taking my number one player overall, Saquon Barkley. Let's go.
All right, so I'm at the 3. This is a 10-team super flex. We got 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 3 flex, and the super flex. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at Alvin Kamara. It's kind of a no-brainer for me here to pick him, but I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to secure Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to pick him. It's a super flex. I'm going to try to see. I know it's early. We only got 10 teams, but I'm just going to see what comes to me here. We're going to start a quarterback run, though. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
We got Nasty Nate Schoen on the clock now. No time at all wasted to pick Michael Thomas. Clayton Crawford pick Ezekiel Elliott, baby. You know you want to. He loves them Cowboys. He won't admit it, but he does.
He loves drafting them for fantasy, which you should. This offense is going to have a ton of production.
Despite what the haters think.
That's right. Clayton takes too long, man. Oh, we just go kick his ass. When you come to Alabama here, we got to get him over here.
Yeah, I already been talking to him. He's coming.
Yeah, he is. We're going to have a fucking party. Social distancing party is what we're going to do.
Yeah, girl. So I'm showing Clayton Crawford. Oh, Clayton picks Lamar Jackson. And then what did you do, Ben?
I took Alvin Kamara. I forgot that Zeke was farther down, so I was just looking at the best running back available. But, yeah, he was probably Zeke instead. So, but Alvin Kamara's good for a PPR.
Yeah,
Dude.
can't go wrong. I did think there was
back
a little,
Oh,
I did think.
Yep.
Okay, so we got Alvin Kamara, Ezekiel Elliott, and Dalvin Cook goes to Jeff Beavers. Now we got Colt 45 Mofo.
Who do you think he's going to grab here? He's got 2 picks before his next pick.
Josh Jacobs.
I love it, dude. I love it. I'm really starting to get
Christian Hasselfluke on the turn, nabbing 2 of them quarterbacks. So pretty much there's going to be some quarterbacks flying in this round too.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did the last draft because I'm used to drafting 12 and 14 team superflex, so I'm used to seeing them go fast. So that's why I took Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson quick last time around.
Yeah, hell yeah. So we got Miles Sanders, Devontae Adams, and Derrick Henry the next off the board. So Pinnaker's already doing better. He's got Elliott and Henry this time, even though Henry ain't going to do much more PPR-wise.
Ben, what you thinking right here? You got Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I'm going with another running back. I'm going to wait and try to find some value later on for QBs this time around.
Okay.
And test it that way this time. So, yeah, I'm loading up on running back early.
We do these mock drafts to learn, and it's a great learning process. This is the number one tool to get better at drafting. And don't stop now just because you think you got it and every single team that you get is perfect. When it gets closer to the draft season, these ADPs change. News comes out, things change. So don't stop doing it up until the time you draft because that's really how to maximize. Fuck you, Nate Schoen, and your Dak Prescott pick. I was definitely thinking about going ahead and snagging him. I do see Deshaun Watson here. I am going to not do that, though. I'm going to pick my number 6 running back off the board here, and Kenyon Drake. I believe he's
Fuck
going to get a lot of
you.
pass work, and I really like this offense this year.
So I was looking at Dak Prescott and Kenyon Drake as far as this next pick goes. To me, there's still a lot of talent on this board. I really want to go 0 wide receiver strategy in this draft, but baby, give me Julio at the end of the second round all damn day, every damn day.
I feel you. Kirk picks Tyreek Hill. He's got one more. And what are you looking at coming back to you here?
Well, the other guy I was looking at right there that I was going to pick, instead of Julio Jones, he falls to me, which I thought he would. Might not have as big of a ceiling as some of the PPR backs, but give me Nick Chubb, baby.
All right. So it's back on to me. Do I want to go with a onesie position in Travis Kelce?
Yeah, you do, girl.
Kind of do. I kind of do. I'm not liking what I see at quarterback. You know what? I'm going to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I got a number 1 running back already. And I really think this potential of this guy, it would not shock me if he became the number 1 running back this year. They drafted him in the first round. They got a bum as a running back who was pretty much the Super Bowl MVP last year. I just can't see a scenario where he doesn't come in. Maybe it takes a few weeks, but this guy is going to get the load. And I really like his pass catching ability, especially in a PPR league.
Got it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. We have our first tight end off the board with George Kittle. Nasty Nate is going with the 0 RB strategy. How you feel about his team so far?
Who, Nate's?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the pieces that he has a lot. It's kind of too early because everyone's team looks really good right now.
Yeah, especially mine.
I want to see what happens, in rounds 15, 16. I want to look at them from that point because a lot of things are going to change. And some of the less experienced people in here, they may start slipping a little bit.
Hell yeah. Ben's got about 30 seconds, and he nabs the second tight end. Talk to me about that pick, Ben.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was debating taking a wide receiver or running back, and thought about Jones or Godwin, but I was like, I'm gonna lock up a tight end this time of one I really like. Because the next guy took Aaron Jones, which would have been my next choice.
I like what Panicker's doing. I'm all about drafting running back to start your draft. I think it's the best way to go. Typically, I couldn't pass up on the value of Julio Jones, but Zeke, Henry, and Aaron Jones is a hell of a start for him, I think.
Yeah, Pinnaker is doing a great job sitting back watching because he is not in this. You're talking about Manil Steady Trivedi.
Steady Trivedi, that's right. I'm sorry, Steady T.
That's the second time you've said that, and I kind of glanced up the first time. I was like, what is he talking about? But I kind of let it go, and then now I see which team you were talking about. So
Gotcha. My bad. You know I love you, Manil. Close the deal, Manil. Steady Trivedi. Okay, so after that, we had Odell Beckham Jr., Todd Gurley, Chris Godwin, Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette. Are you shocked at all that OBJ went over Chris Godwin?
I'm shocked a little bit as far as I don't expect it, but I mean, I have OBJ very high as well. So
Yep.
It's
I have OBJ, Josh Gordon high, baby.
Hell yeah.
What you thinking here, Ben?
Wow.
All these running backs are gone.
I know. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and take my wide receiver 1.
Kenny Galladay, nice pick, representing your NFC North right there.
Yep.
You just got a top 10 wide receiver in round 4.
Round 4. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be available. I thought I'd end up with Thielen. Listen to you guys talk about having Thielen as my wide receiver 1.
Yeah, I would trash it, baby. I'm all about picking up the Thielen guy.
Yeah, dude. Ben, I just wanted to go ahead and commend you. I know I said it in the last podcast, but this time last year, you were sending me teams, and I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
you know, this isn't all that great, you know, but fucking awesome, dude. You've come a long way. You've progressed like crazy.
Thanks. Yeah.
DJ Moore in the 4th round. So that zero running back. Nate's team looking pretty good, but I want to see what it looks like when he has Jerick McKinnon as his running back 1.
Yes,
What you
sir.
thinking here, Joey?
I'm thinking Allen Robinson right here, dog. I know Mike Evans is still up here on the board, but I want consistency. I want someone that's going to come out solid every single week. Allen Robinson has an upgrade at quarterback. Trubisky sucks. And Allen Robinson, you are my wide receiver 1. I'm happy with that.
So you're a son of a bitch because for the 2nd round in a row, you sniped right in front of me. As always, had old Allen Robinson queued up there. But if it wasn't going to be Robinson, it was going to be Mike Evans. So I feel pretty damn good about a 1-2 punch of Julio Jones and Mike Evans to go along with Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb. I'm feeling really good about this team.
Absolutely, man. I really like it as well. You're going to have some spike weeks for sure. What are you thinking about coming up?
I'm thinking I'm in a great position, man, where I can really just pick whoever I want. I'm not super attached to a specific need. The guys that are at the top of this board, the Adam Thielens, the Juju Smith-Schusters, Melvin Gordon, none of those are super sexy to me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and snag my first quarterback. And as much as I love Tom Brady, I'm going to take the floor of Mr. Matt Ryan, pair him up with Julio Jones. Let's go. Hopefully start another quarterback run here.
300-yard passing games, like consistently.
Lock.
All the time.
Pretty much.
I really think I should have my second quarterback by now. The running back area is kind of darkened a little bit. I don't really like that. Amari Cooper is still here. Call it what you want, man. There's production there. I got to take Amari Cooper here. I got 2 top 12 wide receivers. I feel like I got 2 top 12.
Twop 12.
I got
Twop 12.
Yeah, so I don't love it. I knew Calvin Ridley would not come back to me.
I thought for sure you were going to grab Ridley there.
I kind of thought so too. I was kind of hoping for Amari.
Who are you looking at, Ben?
Sorry, what?
Who are you looking at coming up?
Oh, depends how it falls, but it's kind of, let's see. Yeah, now that it's on me.
So you got Kamara, Joe Mixon, Travis Kelce, Kenny Galladay.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take my first QB.
The 0 wide receiver strategy. Oh, no, you got one. Never mind.
All right, so this is the point in which I hate. You went A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I was debating, and I figured I can wait on the QBs that are available, and so I was trying to go for upside for wide receiver, running back. For running back, I probably would have gone Ingram or Singletary, then I can steady.
I really like the pairing of Galladay and A.J. Brown. I feel like those two are really good with one another, where one has a ridiculously high floor and one has a ridiculously high ceiling. So I dig it a lot.
So I got a question. You were sitting here in round 5, right? You don't have a QB left. You're looking at this QB landscape and you're thinking to yourself, man, I really need a quarterback. I don't have one. But you saw other value in other areas, so you decided to still stick with not getting a quarterback. Is that how your thought process was when you were making your selection?
Yeah. Particularly because this is a 10 team, and like I said, I'm used to 12 and 14 two QB league where things just dry up by end of third, fourth, fifth round. You're done. You better have 2 QBs or you're screwed.
So you're just licking your lips right now with all these quarterbacks. And, it's interesting to note that after A.J. Brown, we had Adam Thielen, Juju, Mark Andrews, Scary Terry, Swift, Woods, and now Metcalf. So we're sitting there one more pick away from Ben, and that entire quarterback list is still there for the taking.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So I see a lot of wide receivers starting to come off. People
Steady Trevetti, I fuck with Keenan Allen. I like that pick, baby.
I mean, 6th round, I really like the Robert Woods pick by Colt here in the 6th round. Like, I think that was a fucking steal.
I love that Colt went Jacob, Sanders, Gurley, and Fournette. Getting Fournette in the 4th, come on. We done fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's 10 teams, so all of this is a little
Fair.
bit, pulled down a little bit. So, what you thinking, Ben? Talk us through it.
Yeah, I think.
I think you got 9 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way.
Pressure.
Still pressure on it still doesn't go with the quarterback. I love it.
Yeah.
Ben just stood at that pocket and stared down that defense and said, I'll fucking take Mark Ingram, baby.
Yeah. He's consistent. I mean, getting him in the 6th round, I think is a steal. I don't get why J.K. Dobbins keeps going in front of him in a lot of drafts. I mean, I know J.K. Dobbins will be the future of that running back core in the Ravens, but I just don't see why you take him first in a redraft this year at least. And with COVID-19 and all that stuff going on, he will not have a ton of time with the team to get ready, basically.
Oh, Josh Allen goes right before me. So
Nate
what am I?
Jones still doesn't have a running back. I love it.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and see what's here at running back. It is really starting to dry for sure. But so I'm thinking here, I'm going to go ahead and get Kareem Hunt. That's what I'm going to do. He's going to be a PPR guy, as he was last year. I think both of these guys, him and Chubb, can both be top 15 backs this year. I can't say that I have them projected that way, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. You can get 2 top 5 running backs out of this with both of those guys.
And I just want to mention for the people that have went with the 0 wide receiver strategy right now, and Cortland Sutton, Stephon Diggs, T.Y. Hilton, A.J. Green, Hollywood Brown. There's so much potential in this group, but it is my pick. I looked at him last time. I debated picking him. Y'all ain't getting him. Tommy Too Tight representing the Bucks jersey. Come on down. That's my second quarterback.
Hell yeah.
I really like the balance of my team. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 quarterbacks. I feel really good about that.
Yeah, I feel good about that too. What I am looking for is where can I pull up this draft board? Oh, shit. I don't want that. I want to not the draft board. I want to pull up the chat bubble. I know these guys are in there chatting, aren't they?
Oh, they're chatting on YouTube or on Facebook, I mean. But yeah, that would be cool having everybody chatting here.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to, but I can't because I don't want that damn dinging.
So now it's about to come back to me. T.Y. Hilton just went off the board, and that was gonna be my next pick.
I thought about it.
So if Cortland Sutton is still on the board, he's my pick. If he's not, I'm probably gonna grab a third quarterback right now and flip this upside down, and then put everybody else on their heels on the quarterback position, a la Ben Kaiser.
Yeah, yeah. And let's see, there's like 4 teams. Colt doesn't have one yet either, and I know who Goff and Packs for Life are, but yeah, they don't have one either. So yeah, yeah.
So Pats for Life is Manil Trivedi, and who else did you not know?
GT Goff.
Oh, that's Jeff. Big Jeff Beavers.
Yeah. He took Drew Brees, so Sutton's available. That's a great deal for you to get him in the 7th.
So to me, man, Cortland Sutton has. This is a really hard pick for me. There's a running back I really love. There's a wide receiver I really love. I'm going to go with the wide receiver. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to pick Cortland Sutton here.
And I think that was the smartest choice you could have made, personally. I'm going to go ahead and pick that running back that you love because I also do love him. Cam Akers. That's who you were looking at, right?
100%.
So
Akers is going to be a beast this year. He's going to be the best rookie running back, in my opinion, over Edwards-Helaire.
I debated him over Kareem Hunt in the last round. And, again, there's just so much wide receiver depth left. Now, you did pick the guy that has that next tier above, in my opinion. But overall, I think I can start snagging some wide receivers here. Everyone else is going to be hungry for quarterbacks. So they're like, oh, shit, quarterbacks are gone, right? So they're pressured into taking quarterbacks, and I will be as well if they do. But you can't win every position at your draft.
Correct. Nathan Schoen finally gets his RB1. Melvin Gordon, he is a Broncos fan. I think it's a little bit risky, but I think if he can add enough boomer bust type pieces down the back end of this draft, I think that'll look good. I'm getting to the point where I'm seeing some of these running backs go off, and it's making me a little nervous. Ben Kaiser, talk to me, baby. What'd you just do?
I finally took my QB and Carson Wentz. I'm hoping he's over his injury things. I thought about maybe stacking Stafford and him together, but if Matt Stafford comes back to me, I might double up on him right here near the middle of the draft, basically.
I like it, man. Wait until the middle of the 7th round, and still snagging a talent like Carson Wentz is excellent, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that dude could be the top 3 fantasy quarterback. He has the upside.
Yeah, for
I know,
sure.
make I'm happy as an Eagles fan. So he'll love that pick. Oh, I lost my video. Sorry, can you guys still hear me though?
I can still hear you loud and clear. Aaron Rodgers goes off the board, followed by Zach Ertz. Stephon Diggs. Here goes those wide receivers. Matthew Stafford. Colt must have heard you talking about him, Ben.
Yeah, he must have, because he went and doubled up on the 2 I wanted. Although picking Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, that can be kind of dangerous in rivalry games. Some of the games will get really low scoring.
I don't know if you saw in the chat, but right after you picked Carson Wentz, Colt Martin said, "Fuck you, Ben," and then he goes around and he gets Matt Stafford. So clearly you guys
He's got me back, though.
He fucks back.
Who this quarterback run has taken off.
Yeah, I definitely knew that was going to happen. But Jeff still don't have a quarterback. He picked Rob Gronkowski as the 5th tight end off of the board. Do you love that?
I hate it.
I do too. But damn it, Ben. Damn it.
Get it again.
God.
We knew that QB1 was gonna be coming, so it's like
Why are you taking my boy Bayfield out from under me, dog? Come on.
But I can.
Man, I love Baker Mayfield, and I really, really want him, but it seems like every mock I wait just one round too late to jump on him.
Yeah, for sure. I'm kind of upset about that.
Yeah.
Also, I was just looking at what running backs and what receivers were still available, and I was like, yeah, I can wait another round to take my wide receiver 3. It just loaded with depth this year.
Drew Lock. Why Drew Lock?
Running backs are flying. I like Drew Lock. I think he has a pretty decent ceiling this year. Was that Clayton's QB1, though?
Boom. That worked out perfectly for me. I just got Damian Williams, and I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire as my second running back. So I'm probably done taking running backs here. I got 2 early season guys in Drake and Damian Williams, and I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kareem Hunt, and Cam Akers. So I'll be solid throughout. I will probably look in the early mid portion of the season to maybe try and flip some Damian Williams.
So for me, I hate that because Akers and Williams were both players I took a really long look at. Now I'm sitting here at this point in the draft, and I've only got 2 running backs. That's why I advocate for drafting running backs early. With that being said, I'm going with the upside. Give me A.J. Green here, man. If he pops and returns to form, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, and A.J. Green could be a huge trio of wide receivers for me.
Yeah, for sure. I just know that this is the second mock draft in a row you picked A.J. Green, and I'm over him, dog. I'm all the way over him. He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
If
Just don't believe he will.
Here's what I'm looking at, though. As far as a wide receiver 4 on my team, he's a flex option, man. And if he's anything what he was, he'll be great value there.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm over him. That's it.
Oh, I get it. Believe me.
So Darren Waller is the 6th tight end off of the board here.
I ain't even once looked at the tight ends, and I just did. So fuck that.
James White.
So very similar position. I'm conflicted. I feel like I need to get the running back, but I don't like being forced into doing something I want. I'm going to go with another tremendous upside wide receiver option. Give me my boy.
Oh, my God. Wow. Dude, Michael Gallup in the fucking 9th. I did not even realize. That is ridiculous. There is no chance I would have picked AJ Green ahead of him. Not even close. I love you, baby. I'm still dumbfounded, and I got 30 seconds left here. I'm going to go ahead and stare at these quarterbacks again. Maybe I'm not. Devontae Parker. Give me some Devontae Parker here.
And there is no way I would draft Devontae Parker here, just like you wouldn't draft A.J. Green, man. Like, to me, A.J. Green's had a couple injured seasons, but he was great before. Devontae Parker has sucked balls his whole career, and then he got like 8 good games last year. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, see, they were up here. A.J. Green was here. Devontae Parker was here.
And now they're like here.
Like this. It's going like this. Nope. Boom.
Except for, like, Devontae Parker's raising up, and then last year he hit this thing called the ceiling, so it's all back down from here, baby.
Yeah, except for if you watch the game film, he is actually a pretty fucking good wide receiver. So
he was phenomenal in college. There's a reason he got drafted number 1 overall, you know, but you know who else was really good in college? Jamarcus Russell.
True story.
So Now I'm seeing Big Ben goes off the board. Daniel Jones goes off the board. I'm going to be looking at a quarterback on this next turn, I think, as long as one of the 2 or 3 guys I kind of have targeted are still sitting there.
Yeah. I'm also going to be looking at quarterback. So just know that one of those 1 or 2 or 3 of those guys will be gone at minimum.
Good news is, though, with drafting with you so much, I think when it comes to this range of quarterbacks, we have very different tastes. So I don't think you're going to snipe me, and I don't predict that I'll snipe you. There might be one, though.
Well, let me pull up the board and see what's here. Joe Burrow, Phillip Rivers, Jimmy Garoppolo. Ooh, it is really nasty down here, man.
Slim pickings.
It is. I got a super high ceiling. I got 2 quarterbacks and 1 with my first pick, so I don't need that second quarterback to be the man either.
Oh, do you only have 1 quarterback?
I only have Patrick Mahomes, yes.
Ooh, that's a little ballsy.
GT Golf only got, I forget who it is, but he's only got Daniel Jones, which I think is kind of concerning. The super flex, but
Yeah, 100% Daniel Jones gets paired with another quarterback right here.
yeah, I would assume so. Yeah. J.K. Dobbins finally goes off the board. That I keep seeing him drafted super early in Dynasty, which
J.K. Dobbins is a guy that I've had my eye on a couple of rounds, and when I was looking to pull the trigger on the running back, that would have been the guy had I went that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. So Joe Burrow gets taken here. That's the guy that would have went to my team. He's got rushing ability. I think he went kind of late, as a matter of fact. Shit. I might not draft a quarterback, dog.
Hey, don't worry, bro. If you don't draft a quarterback here, you can always spend 89% of your fab budget on, like, somebody like Mason Rudolph.
Oh, shit.
We're going to be like 84 years old. I'm still going to be talking about that.
Bonk.
He boasts. Hey, I fucking love that pick there, Ben. He may not be there for the first couple of weeks, but he's somebody I project to be a locked-in top 20 for this season.
Yeah, and I actually think he'll probably make it back sooner rather than later, based on recovery timeline show. I didn't get him in the 10th with how much they use him in the running game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a difference in opinion on that. Anytime there's a Jones fracture in the foot for, a wide receiver, it's a little iffy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Could he return? Absolutely. But I'm nervous about that. But in the 10th round, you did get a steal. I would have definitely taken him in that range as well. It is back to me.
Those running backs are
Let
dry
me
as the
look.
Sahara.
They are looking bad for running backs. Jordan Howard was the last one that I was really would have really considered taking. I was thinking about it. I looked at that a lot.
All right. I don't see any upside bigger than Will Fuller here. He could be the number 1. At this point in the draft, I'm willing to take a risk on an injury-plagued player. This guy could be a top 10 guy. If he stays healthy, if he plays 15 games, I guarantee you he's a top 20. Guaranteed. I'm going to take Will Fuller. Upside is just so huge here.
So I feel like I've really backed myself into a corner here drafting all of these wide receivers. Don't draft so many wide receivers, y'all, because then you're just eating shit at this point in the draft. I almost feel like I'm obligated to get a running back here. I see that Captain Kirk already has Darren Waller, so I think it's safer to wait on my tight end until the next pick. I don't love it. I don't love him. I don't love this offense, his team. I don't love his injury reports, but man, Darius Geis is the dart throw of all dart throws in the 10th round here.
Yeah. Okay. I like how you said he's already got a tight end, so I feel safe. That what you're thinking in your head, if you say it out loud, others can learn from that, and that's really awesome. So,
And for me, like the best pick on the board right now is Evan Ingram. I think he has tremendous upside, and I think he's just as talented as just about any tight end in football. But with Waller being on Captain Kirk's team, I think there was more of a chance he fell to me than Darius Guys.
yeah, I agree 100%. So, what are you thinking here? Are you looking at him to be your next pick?
Evan Ingram is my next pick, smash pick, if he's on the board.
Okay. Jerry Jeudy.
Big booty Judy. I found it fascinating that CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup went in the exact same round.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, so did. Yeah.
Put some respect on my boy Mike Gallup's name.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that team that went 0 running backs? They have basically both of the 49ers and Denver and early down back for Indy.
I hate the 0 running back strategy, and I think it's the dumbest way to draft personally. I'm not an advocate of it, but I mean, man, I do like what Nathan has done to recover, and the fact that he has more running backs to me is crazy. But Melvin Gordon's a dart throw. Mostert and Coleman, one of those guys will pop on any given week. Marlon Mack, I still think he has a role in this offense.
Oh, I think so too. I was surprised.
So
I don't.
for me, man, right here, I'm dialing up Evan Ingram and finally getting my tight end.
All right. So it is back to me. God, man. I still feel like there's so much value left here at wide receiver, man. I really
So much.
There's one guy in the running back section that I'm liking a little bit. I just don't need them. Tight ends, I still don't have one. I'm not going to fuck with that yet. I'm backed into a corner as well, and I need to take a quarterback here. What I like to do is always get somebody with some rushing upside. There are some bad options here. I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill. I do not love it at all. He can give me 2 points in 1 week, but I am so far into the hole with not having my second quarterback that I just had to do it. So.
Gotcha. And for me, Joey, this is exactly what I was saying. When I looked at the quarterback landscape and I looked at your thought process, I said, the guy I want's going to fall to me, Joey will pick Ryan Tannehill instead of him, and he's still sitting there on the board. I'm not going to say just in case of Ben wants to try to snipe, but there's definitely a quarterback on that list that I'm still pretty smitten with, hoping he falls to me the next round.
Ben, it's Gardner Minshew. That's who he's thinking about.
Gardner Minshew, yeah. Like, that's a good one.
Who Minshew, baby? Don't mess with the Gardner.
I really love getting Deontay Johnson. That's who I wanted to pick, but I was forced into Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I really wanted him too, so I'm going to go that way and take Slayton.
Huge upside pick there. I like it.
Yeah, that was what I was looking at too for.
Colt Martin's player analysis on John Brown. He's fast as fuck and still got overthrown by 10 yards.
Yeah, with Josh Allen. Yeah. I know.
Let's take a look at one of these teams. Let's start with the 10th team. He's got Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Godwin, Jonathan Taylor, Terry McLaurin, DeAndre Swift, Zach Ertz, Stephon Diggs, CD Lamb, J.K. Dobbins. What is your first thoughts here on this team?
I hate it in a way that I really love it, man. Like, if you're going to go zero running back, which is in essence what Christian did, like, dude, all the rookie dart throws, Swift, Taylor, and J.K. Dobbins, one of those guys is going to hit, if not multiple of those guys. I think his wide receiver core is very solid with Godwin and Scary Terry. He's got great quarterbacks that if he needs to, he can leverage. I really like what he did.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar that basically, if he's looking for a dynasty team, it looks great because a lot of those guys, if they don't pop this year and you rides it out, next year it's going to be looking great. And he just took Justin Jefferson as well. He really went heavy on the rookies.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking here is this team can very, very easily fall into the 0-3 trap, right?
Yeah.
But I think this team could make a mid to late season push that could possibly get him to get that championship. Obviously, you're not going to win your draft. You're not going to win the league at the draft. So it's going to take some moves for each one of these teams. This is a team right here that's got late season potential to just fucking smash. So if by chance he can grab you, blow all of his fab budget on that week one monster that's going to happen like it does every year, he can really make a splash here.
Hell yeah. Can you scroll down a little bit, Joe? Yeah, there we go. Matt Breida to Jeff in that round, I think, was a freaking excellent pick, man. I think Breida has a chance to, really do something in Miami. I don't know if it's going to be Breida. I don't know if it's going to be Howard, but I think one of those dudes will put up a top 20 RB season this year.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Kyle Shanahan running back, right?
Yeah.
They're always great for Kyle Shanahan. Name a running back that went to a different team that smashed.
It's fair.
I'll wait.
But I think as a general rule, like, there's not a whole lot of running backs out there that ever go to a different team and smash. Yeah, it happens. You have your, Marshawn Lynch's and people like that. But what happened to Jamal Charles after he left Kansas City? What happened to, any running back that leaves? There obviously is that decline. So good point.
A lot of that has to do with the age, but I mean, this is the fastest running back in the NFL. So I just don't see this offense being a great running team, and he hasn't shown us in the past that he is a receiving option out of the backfield. I know it might appear that way, but he's never been a huge volume guy from the reception standpoint.
I do think Jordan Howard was the better pick, and I think he has more upside, but I do think Breida could, do something there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're coming back to me. We got I really like the pick of Sony Michel. He's another one, man. Like, I know Joey's not big on Michel, but I think he's going to score some touchdowns this year.
I had to swallow a lot to take him right there. I had to swallow some balls right there because
That's what she said.
I hate New England running backs. I just don't trust them at all. But with a new QB and everything, the Patriots are going to have to lean a bit more on the running game too, I think.
All right, so I got a question for you right here.
Fuck you, Clayton Crawford. Full disclaimer, Clayton Crawford, eat a dick. Go ahead.
I got a question. So how many games do we think Tua Tagovailoa is going to play this year?
At least 8.
Yeah, I think
8.
half.
Huh?
I'm thinking half the season at least.
I'm going to take the under on that. I think it's going to be 3, 4 maybe. This is a red shirt season for him, dog. And I'm going to do something crazy. Psych.
I thought you were going to take Fitzpatrick. Fitzmagic right there.
I'm too busy talking, and I did not really pick Alexander Madison. I'm too busy talking, and I had 3 seconds left, so fuck.
So for me, I've been licking my chops for Phillip Rivers. Joey, you love the running quarterbacks. I love the quarterbacks that can fucking throw it for 300 yards almost every game, and I think that's the Phillip Rivers type. Absolute fucking robbery in the 12th round of this draft, in my opinion. With him going off the board, I don't want none of these quarterbacks. I'll probably get one of them eventually. To me, I think there's a guy who still has top 20 running back upside available on the board right now. He's definitely going to start in more of a committee, but he's been the man for a couple of years. I think Phillip Lindsay at this point in the draft is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think so too. I was debating taking him when I took Sonny Michelle, but it was like, yeah.
But still, fuck you, Clayton, for taking Phillip Rivers. I'm pretty sure that was a spite pick just to kick my ass. Love you, Clayton. So while Captain Kirk's on the board, I'm just going to take a minute. I'm going to thank our wonderful Patreons. We haven't done that yet. So big shout out to Brandon Rios, Cadillac Kaysen, Dylon Spitting Hot Fire, Maliska, On the Clock, Captain Kirk Davenport. We got James Miller, my favorite Blaha, Daniel Blaha. We got Jeff Wallace, Steady Trevetti, my favorite Blaha, Wes Blaha. We have Patrick Johnson, that's with a capital T, ladies. We got Chris Hauk, Tax Benjamin, Clintorius B.I.G., Clint Collins, Matthew Tovar, Robert Dawson, Mike Pineacker, would you call me? Got Jeff Big Beavers, Freddie Lavelle, Michael Truax, Josh Machino, Josh Hitman, Chris Leach, Dwight Kofroth, Jeremy Maines, Ben Kaiser. Welcome, baby. We're glad to have you. Then we got Tyler the True Tompkins, Colleen Conkle, Jeremy Powell, and Big Dick Rick himself, Richard Travelstead. Love you. I made it just in time to make my next draft pick too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did it.
Man.
Now just wait in a couple of years when there'll be too many Patreons and you won't be able to do that.
That's already started to happen. We used to name them all. Now it's just one tier, man, because it's just ridiculous. Yeah. But we love all y'all, man. At this point in the draft, I don't know what the hell to do.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna trust you.
I'm just saying everything's dried up. There's nothing that really sticks out like a sore thumb. This is when you really have to like analyze and think.
Really?
I think this pick is very risky, but I'm picking Kerryon Johnson here. If the DeAndre Swift experiment doesn't work out, he's another running back who could have a top 20 upside.
All right, so I am on the clock here. I am not going to fuck around this time and continue talking. There's a wide receiver here that I just fucking love to break out this year, and I'm going to get him in the 13th round, probably above his ADP. I do not care. Give me some Anthony Miller. I love Anthony Miller this year. What you thinking, Ben? Your picks coming up. What you got going on?
I'm thinking I'm a big fan of some of the tight ends that are still available, to be honest. That's why I was surprised when you said you didn't see any upside. I'm not sure I'm going to take one, but might wait because I got Kelsey.
I love that you said that about the tight ends, Ben, because I just looked at the tight ends and just said to myself, damn it, I should not have picked Evan Ingram when I did. I could have waited longer.
I still do not have a tight end. And I am not worried whatsoever. This is the year to pick late tight ends. Like
every year is the year to pick late tight ends.
Yeah, but there are so many options this year. I feel like there are 4 to 5 like really good breakout potential wide receivers.
I'll be right back.
I'll take my third QB.
Talk to me about Jared Goff. What you think he's going to do this year, man?
I think he's got some good upside this year. I think with who they have for Woods and Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee at tight end and Cam Akers, which is a guy I loved. I got in one of my rookie drafts. I think they're going to have a bounce back year. And then he just took my tight end that I was hoping to take the next round with Hayden Hurst. I forget who. Yeah, GT Goff did it to me again. I was hoping he'd fall back a little bit. Yep. Oh, well.
All right, so I still have a couple of tight ends down the board that
Hawkinson and Fan are still on there, and I love both of those guys this year.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'll go ahead and swipe one of them for you.
Talk to me about what you're thinking coming up. Your pick is next between the three of us. Look at your team and look at the board. Who do you hope falls to you?
Oh, shit. Obviously, light on running backs. Isn't really surprising given how quickly they fall. There's some dart throws in there. Not anymore. Well, the next dart throw that I was looking at just disappeared on me. So yeah, it'll probably be a running back or a wide receiver depending upon what's available. Yeah.
Mike Gesicki just went off the board. That is one that I've been fucking eyeballing.
Yeah.
I love Mike Gesicki, dog.
Yeah, Mike Gesicki's all right.
Yeah, he is.
Your boy Justin Jackson went off the board too.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up some analytics for you on Justin Jackson. Maybe I can help you climb on with me.
You can't. Casey tried real hard last season and almost had me bought in, but I stuck to my guns on Eckler, and I was right. Come on, Ben. Jeez. Gosh. Taking forever.
Down to the wire. Oh, wait. I don't like it, but yeah.
I love Noah Fant this year, man. I think he's going to be the number 2 option in that offense, personally. I like him a lot.
Clayton right now, I guarantee you Clayton is bitching. Fuck you, Ben. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Good, because fuck Clayton.
Yeah, it was a tough decision on that one just because of I like him. I just wasn't sure about taking him right there. But
I love the Tony Pollard pick in the 14th. I think the kid's going to have standalone value, and if something happens to Zeke, dude, he's instantly a top 5 running back in my eyes.
yeah, he's the other one I was thinking about taking right there.
So what you doing here, baby?
I don't know yet. I kind of got thoughts here on Darrell Henderson because I do have Cam Akers and what if, but also I see Antonio Gibson here. There's not a lot here left at the wide receiver position that I like, but I'm going to go with Sammy Watkins. He is potentially their number 2 wide receiver in a very, very explosive offense. I'm going to pick him. We're in the 14th round.
We are in the 14th round, and I'm looking right now to potentially take a dart throw as well. I don't know. I'm looking at these tight ends. I see Hawkinson. I see Blake Jarwin. And there's still a bunch of good tight ends out there that I enjoy. So I'm probably going to pass on them. Wide receiver, guys like Jamison Crowder isn't the sexiest name, but I think good value here. Golden Tate as well. But I really feel that I need to either go with quarterback and lock up a third one or nail down another running back. I'm going to go ahead and go with the upside of the quarterback play. I'm going to draft the Gotna.
The Gotna. Yeah, you are.
Yep.
I got Minshew mania, baby. Fu Minshew, let's go. God mode Minshew.
I'm cool with it.
So Jordan, are you gonna do what you did in the last draft where you take like 3 QBs in a row now?
I absolutely love running the quarterbacks off of the board at the end. And it's funny that you say that because I'm really debating on whether to draft a quarterback or running back with this next pick as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're learning my strategies, baby.
Yeah, and someone gets the car. Yeah, Captain Good took call, so he's been listening.
So what you thinking about? What's coming up to you, Jordan? Which running back, which quarterback you thinking about?
So I'm really split between three players. I'm looking at Hawkinson. I am looking at Tua Tagovailoa because I do think he will start the majority of the second half of the season. I don't see Fitzpatrick as the long-term option. And then I'm kind of looking at the dart throw in A.J. Dillon. So I'm kind of back and forth on what I want to do here. There is not jack shit on the running back market pretty much at this point. Frank Gore's still there because he's still in the NFL for some reason. We got, Deshaun Jackson. I don't like to have racists on my team, though. So I'm going to go with – that was really just a shot at Philadelphia because I hate them, like Clayton Crawford. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draft Tua Tagovailoa.
All right.
I don't love the pick, but at this point, it's all dart throws.
So I'm going to pick.
Do it. I know you want to do it. Will Greer would like to be on your team.
No. I don't know why it saves everything. I wish it was just draft by draft. Yeah, I'm definitely not going there.
You're talking about your boy Henderson in the last round.
I was. But I'm going to take Damian Harris, the starting running back for the New England Patriots this year.
Nathan Schoen breaking my heart, taking Dillon. I said to myself when I passed on Dillon, if he can get past Ben and he can get past Colt, I'll get him. But then fucking Nate Schoen has to go and throw a wrench in that plan. Thanks, Nate.
So be honest here. What do you think about this Damian Harris pick?
I don't like it. I think Sony Michel and James White are going to be the guys. And I think Cam Newton being in that offense just adds another running option. I'm not in love with any of the New England running backs personally. If I had to rank them, Harris would be last.
Okay. I think that Harris is going to be – he's a guy they can use in the passing game. He is the no-nonsense guy. I like him. I don't think he's ever going to be, a top 20 guy, but I think he can be one of the top two guys in this offense this year. He doesn't have to come off of the field, unlike Sony Michel.
Colt, man.
Ooh.
I did not say Paris Campbell the last round intentionally thinking that he could fly under the radar and drop back to me again, but I love Paris Campbell at this point in the draft. Great pick, Colt.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about him being available.
Most people are forgetting about old Paris Campbell.
Yeah, but when you got people like Colt, he's going to push up that ADP a little bit, and he's just going to be reminded by, us. Like earlier with who'd you pick? I was like, no, Gallup. You picked him. His ADP should be much higher than that, in my opinion. So
agreed.
I'm gonna go with the doubt. Let's see. I'll check my team quick. I'm worried about stacking too many players for one team, yeah. Because I already had Darius Slayton, so I didn't want to take Golden Tate too. Because it's never good to have two. I don't like having two receivers on one team.
why not?
Just that it's unlikely that both receivers are always going to go off every game. I mean, if that has happened, like Godwin and Evans sometimes can manage it, but it doesn't happen frequently.
Yeah, but the opportunity cost of Godwin and Evans taking them in rounds 2 and 3 is a lot different than taking a guy in the 16th round. So just keep that in mind. when you're getting the guys late, try not to focus on who's on what team. Get the guy you want. In the early portion, the top 3 to 4 rounds, 5 rounds even, that's when you should
True.
think about that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, also, I kind of like Perriman's outside over takes anyway. So.
Yeah, for sure. I do too.
So there was another reason for it besides just the fact that I already had a wide receiver on the Giants. So, yeah.
It is back to me.
The receiver I really wanted in John Brown did not fall to me. So it was like, all right. Because I really like him. Other people don't like him, but I'm a big fan of John Brown.
A big fan of who?
John Brown. Like a late receiver. I really like him.
Yeah, man, late round flyer. And honestly, it's not even John Brown I'm not a fan of. It's Josh Allen's inaccuracy.
Yeah, Josh Allen's accuracy is the issue, yeah.
Who'd you pick, Joey?
I picked Jonnu Smith. He is a top 10 tight end for me, in which I'm getting at the 16th round overall. So I really love him. I was hoping to go with, maybe him and another guy or two that I think could break out. It's getting slimmer, so it's time for me to go ahead and pick my first tight end.
So I actually really love the pick. I'm not a big fan of Jonnu specifically, but I know you are, and I think where you got him and how you waited until the 16th round, almost the 17th round to get your tight end, I definitely can get down with it. I'm looking at the players left on the board. I still feel a little bit nervous about my running back core. My top
Better
two
look
are
fast because you got
fantastic.
5 seconds.
So I'm going to go with another dart throw wild card. I'm going to go with Anthony McFarland Jr. I don't necessarily trust James Conner to stay healthy throughout the season. I think he could get some playing time in year one in the Steelers offense.
I think if he gets that playing time, it will be on third downs. This is a guy that he's tiny, but he's got juice, and he kind of reminds me of a Chris Thompson in a way. But yeah, he can definitely have value. I think this entire Steelers offense is potentially looked over, and so to speak. So
yeah,
I think if Big Ben comes back and he's doing Big Ben things from earlier, which I don't think he'll ever be that again, it could be a very, very explosive offense. I like it.
Yeah, so you guys aren't high on Jalen Samuels or Benny Snell to still be the running back in the second and third option in the Steelers backfield?
I mean, man, honestly, I think any of those running backs could pop. I think it's whoever gets the opportunity. I think Pittsburgh is similar to Kansas City, and it's just like, man, they always seem to produce a high-level running back. So regardless of who it is, now that Darrington Evans and Cole Beasley, that little half-man some bitch went off the board, I'm looking again. There's a wide receiver I love here. I'm going to try to snag him in the 18th. I'm going to take one more small dart throw at the running back position. Nyheim Hines, I want to pair him with Phillip Rivers. I think he could very well serve in that Austin Eckler role in this offense, especially if Paris Campbell doesn't take the leap that I think he will.
Man, there are still really so many tight ends here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see if I can't locate that wide receiver that you're talking about. That you love.
You won't guess him, I don't think, because there's nothing about him that's sexy. I do have John Ross on my queue, but it's not him.
Okay. Mike Williams. How much time do I have?
I don't know. I can't see your screen.
7 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Blake Jarwin, my boy. Blake Jarwin will always hold a special place in my heart because, I hyped him up on my very first True Serum podcast ever.
Yeah. He did a little something in that Thanksgiving Day game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Old man Witten finally got the hell out the way. Notice he ain't getting drafted by nobody this year. His
Hell yeah.
old ass. Go back to the booth and suck at that. Get off the field, baby. I don't even know why I have so much hatred towards Jason Witten. He's been like the perfect member of our franchise for like a fucking decade and a half.
I know.
I just don't like that guy. Him and Amari Cooper can both go get fucked.
All right, so I have not been using a queue or anything here. I think it's time for me to look into that because I'm getting down and I'm having to scroll through a lot of players, or at least kind of take a glance at Steven Sims. I like that pick. I thought about him.
I really like the Austin Hooper pick by Nathan Schoen. I still think he could have a really good role in this offense. But these tight ends, man, like I don't think I'm going to draft a tight end again before the 15th round. I think I fell into the trap of seeing Evan Ingram, thinking he had a sexy name. But at this point, Evan Ingram could miss 12 games, and I could be boned and have completely wasted that draft capital.
Yeah. I'm gonna go that way. I doubt that's who Joey would, who Jordan was thinking of either. But.
Nah, he's looking at Denzel Mims, dog.
I'm not. You guys are looking at ceiling. I'm looking at floor.
Oh, all right, cool. I can find that. Golden Tate, obviously. Hunter Renfro. It's Hunter Renfro, isn't it?
It ain't.
Mike Williams.
No.
No? All right.
Then I don't give a fuck. Let me keep looking.
I'll be really curious to see who it is.
Y'all should know. I mean, I get this guy in almost every fucking draft, and I don't even know why I like the guy, but I just can't get off of him, man.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Duke Johnson would fall back to me, but that didn't happen. That was a good choice for him with that kind of.
Fuck you, Colt Martin. God, I hate that guy. It was totally Golden Tate, man. He was a top 30 wide receiver after week 5 last year. He's just a really good, solid plug and play. I love guys like Golden Tate, especially during my bye weeks, to plug in, know that he's got a very safe floor as long as he stays healthy. And I'm not really worried about his health because for the most part, he has been healthy his career, other than being banged up last season. So, but yeah, Colt Martin and Clayton Crawford, there's a special place in hell for both of you fellas. Come on, Manil, close the deal. For real, let's go. Keep it steady, Trevetti.
Keep it steady.
Oh, auto pick Manil.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard, I actually don't hate it, but
That's actually what I was hoping for.
Ooh, I was
Boston Scott.
I was looking at him.
Darren Sproles, the next Darren Sproles.
So I'm gonna finish out my draft here with a quarterback and a tight end, probably. So just FYI. Oh, it's my pick. Look at me sleeping. Yeah, let me go ahead and pick the week 1 starter, Tyrod Taylor. If they get off to a couple of wins, unless they're losing, we're not going to hear chants from the stadium regardless, but we're not going to hear that pressure to get Herbert on the field. So
Tyrod Taylor is like picking Golden Tate at the quarterback position, man. I don't think it's going to be flashy or sexy, but I could see him being a, top 10 to 15 fantasy quarterback for as long as he's playing. I went Rashad Penny here, kind of closing out my running back run. Obviously, he's permanently injured fucking every single season, but he's got some talent. I don't necessarily trust Chris Carson's health either. So just a dart throw, probably the first guy or one of the first guys cut from my team if it doesn't work out. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you'll know pretty early on for some of the guys that are on your team anyways.
Yep.
Backup quarterback.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts.
I personally think there were better picks than Hurts. I understand why you picked Tyrod. I understand why Jeff picked Bridgewater. I get why Colt picked Nick Foles. But to me, man, I would pick Jameis Winston over every one of these guys, even in that backup role. If he gets a shot, he's a stud QB1. I'm going to go ahead and finish my draft right now. I'm torn here. I'm going to go with Eric Ebron. I need another tight end. Who's to say he's not going to pop in Pittsburgh? I also took a long look at Greg Olsen again as well. Not the sexiest pick, but Olsen's produced for several years. He's got a great quarterback, and I think with the amount of opportunity that the tight ends get in Seattle, I think he could have some value early on.
Okay. I'm going to go after a guy that is completely undrafted. I knew he would come to me. I told you earlier that Tua is not going to start more than 4 games this year. I'm going to get a top 5 quarterbacks over the last few weeks from last year and Ryan Fitzpatrick. This guy is a gunslinger. He's got balls. I love him. This could be his team for the entire year. So, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I love the pick.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about it too.
So now that me and you are done, Joey, and Ben's about to be done, how do you like your team compared to last week?
I don't know. I really liked my team last week. Hang on.
I really liked my team last week too, and I think it's because I went heavier at running back to start, and that's the trap you can't fall into. I mean, I get it. There's nothing wrong with having Julio Jones and Mike Evans, but having that core group of running backs to start the draft, and then being able to find people that are going to explode like Scary Terry and all the rookies of last year. There's just so much value late in drafts at wide receiver.
Okay, overall, I'm going to give my team a very solid grade. I love my starting roster. Down here on the bench, I made a few panic picks because I'm not paying attention. Like you said it perfectly in the last one. It's hard to, manage all this shit that's going on here in front of me at the same time as talking through it and all that. So it's just kind of – I made some panic picks, but – overall, dude, I got 2 tight ends that could break out, and I could win with this team. How do you feel?
I think I could definitely win with a core of Saquon, Julio, Chubb, Evans, and Cortland Sutton as well. How do you feel about yours, Ben?
It's okay. I'm not a big fan of this team in particular, but I've had worse teams before, so I could live with it and probably make some changes. I think it's just an average team, though. I'm gonna give it a C or C minus D around there.
I kind of like your team better than I like my team as a whole. I took some really dumb dart throws late, but I think I like your team.
I really like the picks of T. Higgins and Hunter Renfrow, especially late in the draft for you, Ben. I think both of those are good dart throws. I I dig what you're saying. It's funny because Colt Martin also in the chat is like, man, I didn't like my team as much as last week as well. So
Yeah. Oh, and I think part of it is I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the QBs that I got because I like having at least a QB1 on Superflex, and they kind of those two kind of are, but not as I don't see them as much as QB1 as other people.
I absolutely love your top two quarterbacks personally. I think Baker Mayfield is going to be a stud this year. And who else did you get? I was just looking at it, but Joey took it away.
Carson Wentz.
Oh, yeah, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, fun fact, was my number one overall fantasy quarterback going into last season because I wanted Mahomes to prove it. Now, obviously, Mahomes has fucking proved it, and he's it. And I'm very worried about Wentz's receiving core. But talent for talent, man, I think Carson Wentz is the man. Just don't tell any Philadelphia Eagles fans I said that.
Will do. Yeah. But I do like the fact that my QB core is a lot safer with Goff as my backup too.
Is there anything specific? I'm sorry. Is there anything specifically that you learned from this draft here?
Particularly just that in 10 team you can wait on QB a lot longer than you can in 12 and 14, and don't draft when you're delivering mail.
I love that. Man, I feel like my big takeaway from this one, Joey, was fade those tight ends, man. Don't draft them. Wait till the end. There's plenty to choose from. And if you pick the wrong one, great. Pick the right one off the waiver wire next week.
Yeah, so last week I did take Travis Kelce very early because it was a 10-teamer. So I'm thinking, I get the advantage at that position. But ultimately, it did kind of hurt what I was doing. I think I will kind of implement going forward a little bit of a different strategy. So I learned that you should take your second quarterback a little bit earlier and then wait till the last two rounds to get another quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. I took my quarterback a little bit earlier last time, but I feel really good about Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, and then being able to put Minshew in there as well with the dart throw of Tua. So I probably wish I would have drafted that third one a little bit earlier myself. How do you guys feel about Nate Schoen's team with the zero running back strategy?
Let me take a look at that. Let me pull that back up.
Yeah, hold on.
So I want to specifically look at Nate Schoen versus Colt Martin. Nate went with the zero running back. Colt kind of went with the zero wide receiver.
All right, here we go. So what am I looking at? Colt and Nate?
Colt and Nate.
Your camera went off, Jordan.
Motherfucker.
I may have done it. I don't know.
Okay.
Colt did go kind of light on after the top 4. He went kind of light on running backs, but not better than I thought, yeah.
I mean, Nate Schoen, I think that he is fucking stacked everywhere except for running back. He might have issues with that. But you can kind of piece together players off of the waiver wire typically in that. So sometimes running backs miss one game. You can pick up that guy, the backup off of the waiver wire and plug him in for that one game. And I'm comparing to a top heavy in Colt Martin. I think I like everyone's team because it's a 10-teamer. I think that's here.
Way to take the easy way out. So here's what I'm going to say. I get down with Colt's strategy that he used. I love the running backs at the beginning of the draft and fading the wide receivers. He didn't get a wide receiver until the 6th round.
Yep.
Still picked up Robert Woods. Still picked up Julian Edelman. The upside of Brandon Cooks. Jalen Rager is a number one. Christian Kirk is a solid floor play. I really like what he did. But Nathan Schoen fucking crushed this zero running back strategy or the zero running back strategy in my eyes. Like, and the fact that scroll up one more. Who did he get first? Oh man, Michael Thomas. That makes it even better. I was loving it before I saw Michael Thomas. Man, you said it best. He stacked everywhere. And man, I think the core of Gordon, Mostert, Coleman, and Mack is like super unsexy, but I think it's okay. Like, I think it'll get him through the first couple of weeks. I don't think it'll lose him any games.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as far as Colts team, you were talking about you get down like that. I love that team as far as I like that strategy like a shit ton. I don't like some of the wide receiver picks, and it's personal preference. Like, I really don't want any part of some of these guys, and it's just like I just have this I don't like you Brandon Cooks mentality. I don't like you Julian Edelman mentality. It doesn't mean they can't be productive. I just have a personal stigma against some of these guys for no reason. So I like his team, though. I think it's going to be a very solid team. Let's talk about Captain Kirk's team. He's got McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, Deshaun Watson, Cooper Kupp, Chris Carson, T.Y. Hilton, Drew Brees, Darren Waller, James White, Jerry Jeudy, Marvin Jones, Higbee, Curtis Samuel, Carr, Brandon Ayuk, Darrington Evans, Cole Beasley, Larry Fitzgerald, and Jalen Hurts. How do you feel about this team?
Looking at it, I think it's a solid team. They're much like you said on Colts team. There's just some players. There's nothing wrong with the players. I just don't particularly care for some of them. I fucking don't trust Chris Carson at all. I think in the 5th round it's good value, but I just don't trust the guy. And then his third running back, James White. So I would be concerned for his running back core if it were me. But all in all, I do think he took a big step forward from last draft to this draft. And some of those dart throws at the end for him, I really like the Jerry Jeudy's, the Ty Higbees, the Curtis Samuels. But then also with floor plays like Larry Fitzgerald and are really good. So overall, I do like what he did in that.
Yeah, he's got a very balanced team. It doesn't look exciting at all. Very top heavy as far as the excitement goes, but I think he's got a good floor team here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyone else?
I think Captain Kirk, I think he's the team that probably comes out of the gate and might start, with a decent record, a 4-2, a 3-3, somewhere around there. But then I think he's the guy that can package depth to upgrade some of the top of his team, because I do think he has some pretty decent pieces lower. So some of those rookies especially pop. I think he could potentially trade that and get some help at that running back position.
Yeah, I agree. So we have not talked about Jeff or
Clayton or Christian.
Let's just rate these teams.
Okay, rapid fire. You go first. What are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Clayton, let's see. I think Clayton's team's pretty fucking boring, honestly. But I don't like Le'Veon Bell. I think it's okay. I don't like Drew Lock being that second quarterback. He's got a chance to pop. I don't think he will. See, Travetti's team. Travetti's got a pretty fucking good team. I don't trust Big Ben. But guys like Tariq Cohen in the 11th round, he's going to be a PPR monster. So
I have a very love-hate with Trivedi's team. I love Trivedi's wide receiver core because it's so different from what, like, if you look at my team, you got Julio Jones and Mike Evans. Man, those guys are going to have weeks where combined they get me 6 fucking points, and they're going to have weeks where combined they win my matchup alone with just those two teams, right? But Trivedi with Thielen and Keenan Allen and Tyler Lockett and Tyler Boyd, they're like the steadiest, Trivediest players of them all, man. Like, I love it. I think the floor play for his wide receiver group is phenomenal. I love his running back core. Zeke Elliott obviously is a baller. Derrick Henry may not have the PPR upside, but it's fucking Derrick Henry. Aaron Jones is going to regress, but he's still solid. David Johnson, I think, is a huge potential to pop. What I don't love about Trivedi's team is his quarterback position scares the hell out of me, man. Cam Newton, Big Ben, and who's that third one down there? I don't remember who. Who?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, all three of those guys, man, that could be a total dumpster fire, and that could be a league-winning roster. So the quarterbacks concern me, but I love the just floor of the rest of his team.
And last one, Christian, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray. I loved what he did with that, and then he's got some really high upside guys. I think I talked about his team earlier having a second half surge. So
if we were drafting a dynasty team, Christian would have just fleeced every one of us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think that was you that said that, Ben. So it was definitely a good call there.
Yeah,
yep.
He definitely did. Yeah.
So that's going to do it for us. Jordan, we got any announcements we need to bring up here? Or we going to –
No, we just got the only thing I'd say is if you aren't already a member of our Patreon team, go ahead and sign up, join that bad boy. We got a mini helmet giveaway. We got a full-size helmet giveaway coming up. And your boy, he's going to be in Alabama with your other boy to give those things away live. So I can't wait for that.
Hell yeah. So also, we did just restructure that Patreon tier as well, right?
Yep, still kind of a work in progress, still adding some benefits and everything, but we did add another tier. So the Hall of Famers are now legends, and now there's a new tier for the Hall of Famers. So but you're all Hall of Famers in my book. Just keep joining, keep helping us out. We appreciate the hell out of you guys, but we are looking to build that up and, give away even more rewards and stuff. We got some exciting products coming out. I got a couple new shirts in the shop. Got some bumper stickers coming out probably this week. So lots of cool stuff happening in the True Serum Labs.
Yeah, and if you by chance get something here coming pretty soon, if you win items, you're gonna get some little goodies in there. So we're working through that efficiently, not so much, but hopefully we get to that point and we can kind of make it to where it's lucrative for everyone. And let's be honest, we're trying to help you win your fantasy leagues. That's what it's all about, baby.
Yeah, baby. We drank, we swear, and we win fantasy football leagues, baby. That's right.
Hell yeah. Hey, Ben, once again, this is your second appearance on here. We really appreciate you hopping in with us, and it's always a pleasure to have you. That's going to do it for us today, though, baby.
Yeah, Ben, take us out. As always,
stay true.